My name is Leon Andrews, and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. My ancestry on my mother's side is Quebecois. My mother's family came from La Beauce. Her name was Poulin. And my grandfather came from a family of 16 children. Only a few immigrated to the United States, the rest stayed in Quebec. So we were always going back and forth to visit family. And so as a youngster, I remember visiting the Chapel of the Ursulines. And I was fascinated even at that age. The mystery of the sisters behind the grill, the mystery of the chapel. And as I grew older, I learned more about Marie of the Incarnation. And I've always had an interest in the women mystics because I think they have so much to offer us today. It's a nice balance to the sort of masculine dominated spirituality. And she is kind of Wonder Woman. I mean, what she accomplished in her life. The wonderful thing about Marie of the Incarnation is that she was not just relying on her own strength, she was drawing on the strength of God, so that she could do everything. And I think often of that quotation from the Gospel of Luke, what Elizabeth says to Mary after the visitation. Blessed is she who has believed that God's promises to her would be fulfilled. And I think Marie had that kind of faith. When she had that vision of Jesus and he said, "Will you be mine?" And she said yes. She believed that she was loved. And I think it enabled her to live her life with all its complexity, with a great sense of trust and a sense of openness. Because when we believe we're loved, we feel we're capable of anything, right? She wanted to be a nun. Her mother and father said, no, no, no. She got married. Her husband died. She had a child. She became a widow. She became a single mother. She became a businesswoman. But ultimately, she didn't enter the Ursulines, which was her desire. But what a path. And yet, looking back on it, when we look at her life, God was preparing her all this, with each step, to come to Quebec and to be a foundress of a school and a colony. What immense confidence that she had. They were audacious women. Unfortunately, the word audacity has a bad reputation, but it also means to have confidence and to trust and to be brave, to be courageous. And these women really believed God's word. They took God at God's word, and they pushed it to the limit. In a way, they kept pushing more and more and more, expecting more and receiving more. She's an extraordinary figure for us today because she was definitely a woman of the world, but she was definitely a woman of the spirit. So she had one foot in every day and she had one foot in eternity. And she lived the balance of those two. She was able to live in the two worlds. And whenever she was with Jesus, she was in heaven. No matter what was going on around her, even if she could see the stars through the roof at night, Jesus was with her, and that's what mattered. I mean, when you think of surrendering her child and believing that God would take care of her child, she put it all in the hands of God. People criticized her, but she had that determination, that audacity to believe that she was doing what God wanted of her.